All I remember about my father is the feeling of his big hand softly petting my head. My grandmother told me that he was a soldier, and that he died in battle. Yes, since the day I was born, this country has been in a constant state of war. On the border, in a village said to have been founded by a witch, I was born and raised by my grandmother. When my sickly mother heard of my father's death, she collapsed and has been hospitalized in the capital ever since. I'm only able to visit her once or twice each year. Despite that, though, it's thanks to those three that I never succumbed to loneliness. I have 3 childhood friends. 2 have the same peach-colored hair, the energetic Reen and the quiet, gentle Priscilla. And the third is a slightly older girl that came from outside the village, Scold. The ever-knowledgeable Scold taught Priscilla and I about a variety of things. Reen and I always used to chase after one another, too. The 4 of us would go exploring in the forest, and then get scolded by Scold's sisters. It may have only been a few years, but we felt like the closest of sisters. Scold left the village and a few years passed. In that time, both my mother and grandmother passed away, and I was left with Reen and Priscilla. The war continued. When the flames of war make their way here, how am I supposed to protect these 2? I was reminded of that big warm hand on my head. Father. I went and knocked on the doors to the officers' academy. This was the only way I could think of to protect them. Having finished training, I was assigned to the troop that was under the direct command of an aristocrat. It seemed the life of a soldier suited me. That day, my commander, the aristocrat that stood at the top of our troop, called me to headquarters. Are there any legends passed down in your hometown? I thought it a strange question, but answered nonetheless. My hometown is said to have been founded by a witch. My village was attacked by the troop a few days later. That's right. I told the commander. When I realized it was too late. When I rushed to the village, my eyes were greeted by smoky pillars of flames, dead bodies piled on top of one another, and soldiers, crudely laughing at it all. Their eyes met mine, their weapons at the ready. It seems I'm the last survivor. In the end, I can't protect anything. My blood boiled with anger and remorse. So with sword in hand, I hacked and slashed, refusing to stop until I had slaughtered every last one of them. The last one standing was the commander. Before finishing off that aristocrat, I asked him, "Why did you attack my village?" He answered that everything was for his beloved witch, and that he planned to make me disappear along with everyone else. That aristocrat was a member of a secret society that worships a witch. To this day, they loathe the ones that escaped with their beloved witch long ago, and have been searching for the village of their descendants. That village was my village. I didn't see my friends in the mountain of dead bodies. Even when I interrogated that aristocrat, he said he hadn't seen them either. So I decided to look for the 2. No, the 3 of them. I want to apologize for not being able to protect the village. But more than anything, I just want to see them once more. Scold, Reen, Priscilla, they're all I have left. You guys don't have to forgive me, so